The carriage was spacious, with carved beams and painted rafters. A woolen blanket was laid inside, and the servants had lit incense early on. Sheng Jiaoyu felt waves of warmth as she got into the carriage. Union immediately draped a large red brocade cloak over her shoulders. The hood was lined with a circle of warm, snow-white fox fur. Then she poured a cup of hot tea for her. "Young master, have some ginger tea to drive away the cold." Union also called her young master when outside for fear that eavesdroppers might hear something they shouldn't, which would be troublesome. Her young master was of a delicate constitution. It had taken nearly half an hour to walk from the East Palace to the city gate. She mustn't let him catch a cold. Sheng Jiaoyu didn't like ginger tea, finding it too bitter. She wrinkled her brows and gulped down half a cup of ginger tea, her little face puckering up. Union quickly handed her the preserved fruits she had prepared in advance. Only when Sheng Jiaoyu tasted the sweetness did she manage to suppress the bitterness in her mouth. The carriage moved steadily along the main road. Remembering the scene of serving the Crown Prince today, she still had lingering fears. She was truly afraid of Wei Jing, extremely afraid of this man. In the past, she'd also been deceived by him, thinking that he was an easygoing person. But after all, how kind-hearted could someone who was going to be the emperor be? He was deep and reserved, with a venomous heart. Sheng Jiaoyu sighed. "Union, I don't want to pretend to be my elder brother anymore." Union also felt sorry for her. Every day when she bound her chest, she thought the young lady was pitiful. At the time of growing up, she still had to bind herself so that others wouldn't notice anything amiss. The carriage swayed as it passed through the ice and snow. Jiyu Qinglin happened to be entering the palace. Out of the corner of his eye, he caught sight of the carriage outside the red walls and vermilion gates. The eyes of his attendants in confidence immediately followed his gaze. "Young Master Jiu, that's the carriage of the Sheng family." Jiyu Qinglin idly played with the tassels on his jade pendant. "I saw it." The attendant had seen the young master of the Sheng family several times. He clicked his tongue, glanced at his master's face, and seeing nothing amiss, continued, "Young Master Sheng is truly the most fastidious man this servant has ever seen." Jiyu Qinglin casually tossed his palace pass to the imperial guards on duty and sneered, "He's used to enjoying himself." All of those who served him closely were beautiful maidservants. Standing in the snow, they would prepare warm cloaks and delicate, small hand warmers in advance. There wasn't a second young master in the capital city who was more pampered than he was. Such a young master who couldn't endure hardships was actually sent by the Sheng family to be an informer beside the Crown Prince. Sheng Jiaoyu did have some talent, but the most abundant thing in the world was talented people. What was he anyway? He just had a good-looking face, and his pretentious and aloof nature was disgusting. Jiyu Qinglin detested this person extremely. He had suffered many hidden losses at the hands of this frail scholar Sheng Jiaoyu. When the Sheng family fell someday, he would get this person from the Crown Prince and settle all the accounts of these years with him properly. The man's narrow eyes narrowed slightly, and the usual kind smile he showed to everyone was gone from his face. "Let's go."